Welcome to the Birmingham Podcast video blog. We're here to let you know of all the cool things going on in Birmingham and the surrounding areas. Your hosts for this episode include Wes Day and Charlie Hicks.
Hi, I'm Wes Day. I'm Charlie Hicks. Welcome to the Birmingham Podcast video blog. This is our second episode, and we just want to thank everyone for viewing our first video blog and visiting our website at bhmpodcast.com. Also, big thanks to everybody who's liking and sharing our posts. It's very important for us to have that going on with our posts so that we can get bumped up in the news feeds. So thank you. We really appreciate your efforts on that.
I'm glad to be here, Wes. I was brought along to give a little insight into a lot of the restaurants and a lot of the things happening with some of the breweries and venues around town. Glad to be here because along with everybody else here, I see Birmingham as being an amazing place to live and want to be able to share that with everybody. So thanks for having me along.
No problem. We're glad to have you for sure. It's always good. This is a kind of a fluid project that we're all doing, and we are very lucky to have somebody who is knowledgeable on drinking and eating, and so we got some good food and some good beer in Birmingham now, especially the good beer we're emphasizing right now. And so I remember growing up and thinking how I never wanted to stay in Birmingham because it was such a small town. And that was my own perspective. I had a skewed understanding of what it meant to be in a city. So I joined the Air Force and got wound up in Oklahoma in this terrible, terrible town called Altus, Oklahoma. If you're watching in Altus, Oklahoma and you happen to find this video blog, move.
So what you're saying, you were an Okie?
No, I do not claim Oklahoma as any type of residency.
Just so we're on record, okay.
Negative. Birmingham is awesome. That's my point. Birmingham is amazing. If you don't think so, drive through Oklahoma. All I'm saying.
Don't recommend it.
I hate it. Anyway, we're working to provide more regular content, and that means we are looking for new things to support. So if you have anything that you know of that could use a helping hand with some press, just let us know, please. Send us a Facebook message, write me an email, wes@bhmpodcast.com.
Absolutely.
You've got a little mascot running behind me back and forth. It's like he's doing like the tennis retrieving back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, you're on the YouTube, buddy.
That's right.
But yeah, we could really use your help. Just be on the lookout around town. I mean, you see a charity event, something interesting, nice little cool project that you think could use some exposure. We want to help you with that. So if we can give you a little press and kind of spread the love, spread the good word, definitely let us know about that. We really want to make sure that we're getting all these events out in the open so everybody can participate.
For this episode, we'd like to discuss a little bit about HB 9. It's a bit of legislation which has been associated with home brewing in the state of Alabama. Currently, it is illegal to brew your own beer, and it should not be. So this bill is looking to rectify that, and it could use your support.
Yeah, we're in the distinguished company of Mississippi as being the only 2 states in the union where you can't brew a whole pint of beer. And that's just sad, guys. Beer's delicious. We really need to encourage the kind of grassroots home brewing, so it's a cause very near and dear to my heart and to my beer belly. So that's something that's coming up, and it's happening pretty fast.
Yeah, it's passed and ready for the floor. I don't know anything about politics. Why don't you tell us about where it's at?
Okay, well basically what's going on with HB 9 is these bills are being presented through committee for both the State House and the Senate. They've actually gone through committee for both branches of the legislature. So get ready for floor votes. The House vote's going to be coming up first. I've already contacted my rep, and if you go to Free the Hops, they've got a nice little locator where you can find your rep and see what their position is on things. Even if it looks like they're not going to support it, call them. Let them know that you're one of their constituents and that you want to see it passed. And we get our names out, we get what we want out to these reps, and they're going to know that they've got a lot of people out here who support this very good legislation. So just get out the word, and let's go ahead and get this passed. It's a great year to be drinking beer, Alabama.
Yeah.
Basis. I mean, this is not just for the hobby. I mean, that's That's definitely a big reason, but it's also supporting the Alabama brewing industry. This is an industry that has had explosive growth in the past couple of years. We have 14 breweries right now, and every year for the past couple of years they have increased their capacity by at least double. So we're looking at a great time to actually enjoy beer in the state. So, I mean, they've Free the Hops, if you've been familiar with this lobby organization, they've also worked to help to increase the ABV so we can have different crafts that are a little bit more interesting than just the regular plain stuff that we would have had before. Larger container sizes. We don't want to all be drinking Bud Light. I mean, not to knock Bud Light out there. I guess they've got their fans, but
Yeah, and it's cool if that's what you dig. I used to like cheaper beers, and now that I've been exposed to what it means to drink a good beer, I can't really go back, and it's costing me a fortune.
well, yeah, I think I've gotten to talking to from my wife about our budget, but
It's good beer, so we really hope that you enjoy it as well, and yeah.
Now, some of the projects we're also working on with Birmingham Podcast, our buddy Justin Moose Johnson, he's working on an interview with Carly Small on possibility of bringing a vegetable cleaning facility to the Birmingham area. And that's huge because, of course, we are more and more relying on local produce. And this is something where Alabama is starting to have a lot more of a demand for local fruits and veggies and things like that that our farmers are producing. Right now, these are being processed out of state. It's a huge waste of gas. It's costing fresh produce. It takes time to actually send it out, so it's not as fresh when it comes back to you. This is huge.
So I'm confused. We have people farming here,
Yes.
growing great food, and then it's going out of state before it can be sold?
Out of state. Somebody else out there, for whatever reason, they send it across the border, they go ahead and clean it, and they send it back. Makes about as much sense as nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so this is really cool. I'm gonna have to keep up with Miss Carly Small, and looking forward to Moose's interview on that. Brent's working on his own special project right now. It's called The Secrets in the Sauce. Excuse me. It's his own journey into the world of Birmingham hot dogs. He'll tell you more about that, but basically it stems from the fact that he had a hot dog that was amazing for him, and he's looking for that now again. So he's going to track a little bit of a blog and maybe do some interviews on something like that. So
we almost had a knockdown drag out about this. It's serious business, hot dogs in Birmingham. So
actually, we stabbed a guy once because he didn't agree with us.
yeah, so you gotta know your hot dog game.
Okay.
But I'm also working on a few things as well. I've got a couple of interviews lined up with some bartending talent. Of course, Moose had talked with Berkeley, and I've also got some.
It was a cool interview.
It was a great interview. He's got connections everywhere.
If you haven't caught that yet, you need to go find it at bhmpodcast.com.
Absolutely. But no, I'm working on a couple of things that are tentative right now. We've got one of my favorite bartenders is a guy who used to work at Ollie Irene, who's now working over at Slice, Zach Kittle. Working on lining everything up with him, and then also working on getting in touch with the bartender over at Veranda for your nice little brunch mimosas, Bloody Mary needs. They do a nice one over there. I was at brunch for my birthday, and it was out of this world.
Nice.
So yeah, so we'll have a couple things lined up, and maybe some on-set testing, but. But we've got a couple things coming up too for just the kind of weekly breakdown, kind of a day by day. So what's going on?
Okay, Monday, bingo for Birmingham AIDS Outreach is going to be at the Birmingham AIDS Outreach building, and that is at 205 32nd Street South. That'll start at 7 p.m. on Monday. Also happening Monday is going to be Kamikaze, which is a comedy open mic night, and that'll be at Stillwater starting at 8 p.m. Get there early if you want to have some microphone time.
Absolutely. And then on Tuesday, what we've got going on, there's a sidewalk salon. Starts at 6 p.m. And that's going to be held at the side room over at Rojo. It's always great going out to Rojo. Very eclectic atmosphere, and so you definitely don't want to miss that.
I'll be there because I'm going to be discussing with Sidewalk about sharing short films on the podcast. So I'm really looking forward to, and I hope that we can work something cool out with that, because they are doing some amazing things with Birmingham that we all need to be aware of.
A lot of talent.
Yeah, a lot of talent going on that you never find anything else about, because it's not in the major media. So Rojo's Pub on Wednesday starts at 7 p.m. It's going to be a Rojo pub quiz, and is hosted by Birmingham Podcast's own Moose, who is stage right for you guys, helping us out here, scrolling and typing in impromptu notes.
And if you've never been to one of these, I mean, it's knockdown, drag out. I mean, they're hilarious. Definitely don't bring the kids. It's a little raunchy, but I mean, trivia of all sorts. I mean, obscure world history, nerd stuff. I was stumped many times, but they've got great prizes. And of course, fantastic food.
It's $120 for first place.
Yeah, I mean, that's incentive right there.
Wow.
I mean, for a barfly like me, it makes me want to crack open a book.
Yeah, no. It's $40 for second place, and it's $20 for third place.
So even third place,
yeah,
bronze medal,
third place.
couple of pints.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody gets a beer, basically.
Bad.
So
Not bad. But yeah. And we have on Friday too. There's a competition going on. It's from Badass Chicks Modeling and Crown Amusement. They present the Miss Badass Birmingham, and that's going to be held at Mulligan's.
Don't want to miss that one.
I mean, are you kidding? I mean, what?
That's going to be amazing. Like, everybody's talking about it. I'm sure you've already heard about it. If you haven't, you should, and so should your friends. So tell them. It's going to be awesome. It's $10 admission at the door.
Yeah, tattoos and piercings and oh my. I mean, you're talking about like some body art and like gorgeous girls and everything like that. You get in at $7, $10. That's a win.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Absolutely.
Right, all right, Saturday is going to be a group of bands holding a Cave 9 anniversary show. I think it was the 10th annual Cave 9 anniversary show. But don't be confused. That will be at Bottle Tree this Saturday night. So it's going to be fun. I don't remember all the list of bands, but there's some really cool ones. So you want to check that out. It's going to be from 4 to 10 p.m.
And then on Sunday, on March 10th, there's going to be a food truck rally. It's at the Cantina parking lot over at Pepper Place. So if you've ever been over there, it's a nice little big complex that they've got going on there. And they're going to be running this from noon until 5 o'clock. Bunch of food trucks out there. If you don't know, food truck movement really needs your help. Birmingham is trying to pass some legislation to kind of curtail where they can bring their trucks. It's kind of propping up a lot of brick and mortar restaurants. Nothing wrong with brick and mortar restaurants. I like going to places that I know they're going to be in the same place. But if you've never been to one of these food trucks, it's fantastic. It's like ice cream trucks for adults. You go to a bar, you step out after having a couple of pints, and all of a sudden there's Vietnamese food right here in front of you. I mean,
it's pretty amazing.
I almost cried. It was the greatest. And for more information, just visit our website's event page. It's bhmpodcast.com. So we definitely want to make sure that you get a chance to check that out.
Yeah, these were just a few things that we wanted to mention about what's coming on into the week, and there are more things on our calendar. So that leads us into St. Patrick's Day coming up next week. I know all of you rowdy Birminghamians are getting ready for this drinking holiday. And don't forget to wear green or you'll get pinched. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody's going to get out and have a good time, and that's what's important. I think that episode 2 is in the books for now. So thanks for watching. Stay cool and awesome, Birmingham.